Hello everybody, in this video we're going to talk about how to add and subtract polynomials. And so when you're adding and subtracting polynomials, you can do this in a vertical format or a horizontal format, kind of just your personal preference. So in this video we're going to do an addition and a subtraction example for each of those methods or each of those ways. So we'll start off, and just to the top it says to add or subtract polynomials, we want to add or subtract the coefficients of like terms. So if we look at these examples that we have here for addition, so we have number 1 and number 2. The like terms, we're looking for those terms that have the same exponent, right? And so then once they have the same exponent, those are considered like terms, and we're going to be able to add the coefficients, okay? So for number 1, we have 2x cubed plus x squared minus 3x plus 4. And we're going to add that to x cubed plus 7x squared minus 2, okay? So first thing we notice, hopefully, is that we have a gap right here. So what we've done when we're adding vertically or subtracting vertically is we want to vertically align our like terms. So in our second polynomial here, we did not have a linear term. We didn't have just an x term. So notice how I just left a blank right there. So sometimes you might see it written as like plus 0x. That's fine as well. I prefer just kind of leaving it blank, okay? So now we're just going to add vertically. So we start right here. We have 2x cubed plus x cubed. So that's going to be 3x cubed. And then we have x squared plus 7x squared. So that would be 8x squared. We don't have anything, remember, to add to our negative 3x, so it's just going to stay the same. And then we have 4 plus negative 2, which would be 4 minus 2, so this would be plus 2. And so we have our final answer right there, 3x cubed plus 8x squared minus 3x plus 2. Now for number 2, we're looking at more of a horizontal format. So what I like to do is get rid of my parentheses. So I'm going to go ahead and write it out as negative 4y cubed plus 2y squared minus y plus 2. Plus y squared minus 6y plus 9. And now what I like to do is underline or somehow distinguish my like terms. So notice I only have one cube term, right? Only one that has an exponent of a 3. So I know that's going to be part of my answer, 4y cubed. But now I have a 2y squared and a y squared. So that's 2y squared plus 1y squared. So that would be plus 3y squared. And then here we have a negative y and a negative 6y. So negative y minus 6y would be a negative 7y. And then lastly, we have a plus 2 and a plus 9, so that would be plus 11. And so our final polynomial answer would be negative 4y cubed plus 3y squared minus 7y plus 11. Okay, so that's some addition examples. Now let's take a look at subtraction. So once again, we're going to do an example with vertically aligning our like terms and then also with horizontally. So for number 1, we have 5x cubed minus 4x squared minus 3x plus 1. And we're going to subtract 3x cubed plus 5x squared minus x plus 8. So now notice here we do have a like term in both of these examples, so we don't have any gaps here in our polynomials. So we can go ahead and subtract. So 5x cubed minus 3x cubed would be 2x cubed. Negative 4x squared minus 5x squared, so that would be like a negative 4 minus 5. So that's going to give us a negative 9x squared. Negative 3x minus negative x, so that'd be like negative 3 minus negative 1 or negative 3 plus 1. So that's going to give us a negative 2x. And then lastly, 1 minus 8, so that's going to give us a negative 7. Okay, so our final polynomial there would be 2x cubed minus 9x squared minus 2x minus 7. Okay, all right, and for number 2, once again, I like to get rid of my parentheses, but with subtraction, we need to make sure we distribute this negative sign. So we have 7z squared minus 4z minus 5z squared plus z minus 3. Okay, notice how the sign changed on all three of those terms in the second polynomial. So now we know we have a 7z squared minus 5z squared, so that's a 2z squared. We have negative 4z plus z, so that'd be minus 3z. And then we only have one constant term, which is minus or negative 3. So our final polynomial would be 2z squared minus 3z minus 3. And that is how you can add and subtract polynomials.